baby. Wonder if all my bad decisions get accounted in the algorithms. No statistician could dissuade me from my bigger vision. I know my occupation's quite an unlikely place in this world to occupy and talk about upon a daily basis. Our information's predetermined by some biased business. We all in sermon to Silicon that push out lovely neighbors. I'm done with paper chasing, think I'm on to bigger banquets. This that full circle, new wave, energy on a Tuesday. Turn a blue day to a bright hue, yellow with a smooth A in hair. Extra fruit, the brand, you can't move me. The music is man, it's a con job, but this grand. Been blessed with a great hand amongst many that stank. And yeah, it took some hard work, but blind luck play a huge role. And if they say that it don't, when they feeding you fool's gold. And if I know one thing, the truth's home. Even if it's a tough thing to swallow, an even harder thing to hold and truly know without a doubt while on the globe. And even though that seems inherent, it ain't always so apparent. Dangle carrot, you ain't always gonna get it. But don't worry, it's a pretty February in a year with more to carry and more days is yet to come. Under the sun, taking the ferry to the city where the moment's extra pretty, like the people, like the idea that I keep inside my brain that isn't equal to the real world. All that stress ain't saving me fear though. I swear to God I'm trying, but they pushing their demons down my esophagus, screaming the easy life, what I want always. Praise made up holidays, tell me that love is the answer just to boost this economy. Buy more, sell now, but I ain't following. I ain't a hollow man, I'm full of them fall winds. Take it all with a tall grin, and if you feel it, do it with me. And just sing what the song says. Take it all for what it is. It ain't all so big. So big, so big, so big. Take it all for what it is. What it is, what it is, what it is. It ain't all so big. It ain't all so big.
Hello, hello, it's me, your host, SB.
Dearly beloved.
How y'all sounding tonight? How am I sounding tonight, guys? How y'all doing tonight? I'm sounding funny to myself, so I hope I'm sounding okay to you guys. Listen, if you can hear me okay, and if there's anyone in the chat, make sure you put a 1 in the chat for me. Make sure you can hear me okay, because right now, it seems as though I'm going in and out, but I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. We have a good show planned for you all tonight. I ain't going to be here with you long, but I've missed you guys. I haven't seen y'all in, gosh, I know it's been over 2 weeks, if not longer. So I just want to drop in, say hello, make sure you understand and know what I'm doing, understand that I'm not going anywhere. I'm here, and we're still doing what we do. So tonight's show, though, men can't do enough for modern women. So y'all know where this is coming from. We gotta talk about it, y'all. It makes me feel crazy. It makes me feel real crazy. Dr. Steele, how you doing tonight? Listen, can you hear me okay? Because right now I'm sounding a little funny to myself, so I just want to make sure that you guys are hearing me and everything is in order before I get started.
Don't touch nothing.
So anyway, Hey, Black Bill like a conquering king, Dr. Steele, how are you doing? Mr. Gilbert, how are you guys doing? Mr. Gilbert, thank you so much for the video tonight. We're going to actually, that's going to be one of our videos that we show for tonight's show. When we're saying that men can't do enough. Listen, guys, this is like really funny to me because when I see and hear all these things that are going on now, it makes me wonder. I think about myself and I'm like, damn, I must have been crazy a few years back because the things I went for that was okay with me, for me, and I'm thinking about it now, and it's like, dang. Oh, it sounds like I'm in a chamber. Thank you for that. We're going to continue to work that out. You gave me a thumbs up? Okay, so is it better? No, it's not. Can't be, because I'm still here to echo myself. So Mr. Boss is going to straighten that out for us, and as soon as we get that straight, I'm going to go on with the show. But listen, guys, just in case you guys were not with us last night and you haven't had an opportunity to look at the replay from Wednesday, remember, on Monday night, October the 30th, I am partly initiated. So y'all You gotta go over there, check out the show. Hardly Initiated. If you have not heard about that channel, have not seen that platform, haven't visited that side of YouTube, I need you to do so. Be ready for it. Definitely be there, and it's going to be an exciting night. I can't give y'all all the information, but make sure you all show up. I'm gonna definitely shout out SB Nation, and you know it's gonna be an awesome show. Is God masculine or feminine? I would say God is all things, masculine and feminine. He is the creator of all things, so he's in control. He's definitely in control. Although we do have choice, we can decide to do wrong things, or we can decide not to do wrong things, or we can decide to do good things. But he is definitely the creator of all things. He is. Now, when I say that, I'm saying this in a way of we choose to sin. We choose to do that.
Grab your mic.
Oh, hold on for 1 moment, guys.
No, you got to pick it up.
All right. All right. I think we're back in business now. Mr. Boss moved my mic and I didn't even notice it. All right, guys. How about that? I hope everybody can hear me now. I do. I reckon that's just a habit. It's actually an entity. God is an entity. It's it's everything. It's a being, and it's kind of hard to speak to about God that way. So I do reference him as a him, but it's actually an entity. It's a spiritual thing. I couldn't tell you in any way that I know everything there is to know about God. He hasn't given me that ability. We only use probably about 3% of our brains, and he hasn't allowed us to see and know everything that he knows. So I couldn't tell you everything. I'm sorry, Black. There's some things you could have to live life and have ask questions, of course, and the revelation of God will come to you. Some questions that you ask, it will just be revealed. Now, with that being said, the way you are interpreted, it could change throughout your life. It could be like today, you could feel this way. And then the more you learn, the older you get, the more things you experience, the more wisdom you have, then the revelation may change. So that's kind of what I do. The person that I'm now at 53, I was not at 25. So the things that I can tell you about of God, I didn't know at 25. I may have read a book. I could read the Bible. I could do a lot of things, but the revelation of what was actually being taught, I couldn't tell you because I didn't experience it. God hadn't revealed those things to me. Any of that. It happens over time. It happened over time for me. Some say they get it all at once. I also have heard, and you probably too have heard pastors be totally wrong. I have heard pastors be totally wrong. I have heard pastors come back and apologize for being wrong. So I can believe that we, as we grow, the revelation of life, the things that God, the purpose for living, because even with purpose, when we talk about purpose, some people think and believe that purpose is the job that you do or the career that you choose to be in. I myself thought that when I was younger also. I now know as a 53-year-old woman, our purpose, and this is my belief, my purpose as a follower of Christ is that that's what we should do. Our purpose is God. Our purpose is to be fruitful, to pass along his good word, to talk about how good God is and how he changed my heart. I can do whatever job I choose to do. As long as in that job, my purpose is to be fruitful and call on the name of God and know that he is the creator and he is the source. Any job I want to do, I can do. But some people will be like, no, your purpose is to be an electrician or whatever. No, that's a gift. That was a gift. You learned how to do it and you did it. And you probably could learn whatever you wanted to learn. But the purpose for us being here, this is my belief, is for us to be followers of God and to be fruitful. And fruitful simply means just to tell everybody how good God is and how good God has been to you. That's the love of Christ. That's what you want to do. That is being fruitful, and procreating, having children and things of that. Being fruitful, just having, you look at a person, some people, you look at them and you be like, oh, nah, they're not bearing good fruit. Everything you see and hear of them, about them is negative.
You just know there's no good fruit there. But you see some people, you see them bearing good fruit. You can look at them and like, you know what? That person is living pretty good. You know, that person is doing this and doing that. You just get a good vibe from them. And you know that you probably should know that they're following Christ. They're doing the things of God. They have a foundation. There are principles, standards. They are people of virtue. All that stuff is in place. They are givers. They're very generous. They have those type of values. And that's what bearing fruit or good, being fruitful, that's what it's all about. So I have no idea. I think that is just a habit, Black, just to say, to call God him. It was just something that, you know, you learn things and it gets in your head and that's how it is. And it's hard to relearn some things. But again, I feel like God is an entity in all being, all knowing. He is not a man. He possessed feminine and I still said he is feminine and masculine energy all coming from him. So I hope I can answer that question. I'm being fruitful, all right. I'm just not multiplying. Well, Trey, I don't know. But listen, while I'm here, I want to say hello to a few people. And I got my sound right. Thank y'all for that. We're going to start over a little bit. And I'm going to go back and tell y'all again what I'm doing on Monday. But for now, I want to say hello to a few people before we get into the show tonight. The topic of tonight's show is men can't do enough for modern women. I got to tell y'all what I think about this, because this is really, really crazy. Because every time I see this list, y'all, this list that I created, I think about myself and I'm saying, goodness gracious, the things that we actually accepted in dating when we were younger. I mean, we must have been crazy. You know, I'm like, and I got to tell you about it. But let me say hello to a few people before I get started. Let's see. Black, I already said hello to you, Mr. Gilbert, Dr. Steele, Miss Sam, what's going on? Hello, family. Welcome. Trey, good to see you. Did I miss somebody else? Lady D. Hello, Lady D. I'm 10 years older than you. Oh, you are? Well, good for you. I'm hoping you are bearing good fruit, Lady D. We haven't seen you in a while. Did you miss me, Lady D? I missed you. So I hope you're doing well. Tisha, what's good? It's good to see you. Always. It's always good to see you guys. Mr. Jimmy, hello. How you doing? Anissa, it's good to see you. It's good that you all are here. We're going to have a good show tonight, y'all, because Mr. Gilbert blessed me with this list of these, you can't do this on the first date type thing. And it's making me question everything about myself, y'all. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I do want to tell y'all this. When we were younger, well, before I do that, let me go ahead and just start this thing. Anton Daniels had a really good video about this. Oh gosh, listen, this is terrible. I don't understand, y'all. Where are these women who let me see who I got single in the comment. Anissa, did you write out a list to anybody, or do you have a list in your head of places that you would not go if a man asked you to go out with him? Please tell me you do. Somebody tell me something, because I'm trying to figure out who are these women who are making up this list and putting it out there and saying, if a man, I don't know what the conversation is like, but can you imagine if a man asks you this and he say, you're going to go here, you're going to do this, and you're going to do that, you're going to do that. Don't say no. I can't imagine that, because that sounds so crazy. But anyway, before we get into it, I got to tell y'all this. On Monday, October the 30th, that's this coming Monday night, guys, I need you all to look for SB, who is me, 8:00 p.m. I'm going to be on Hardly Initiated. Mr. Boss always got me saying it wrong. I say it right, then he make me say it wrong. It's Hardly Initiated, y'all. We are going to be on Hardly Initiated on Monday, October the 30th. So I need you all to go over there on Monday. Look for SB. We're doing a live in studio show. It's going to be an awesome show. I need everybody that listen to SB Nation, everybody that's here now, tell all your friends and family. So, because this is what's happening, guys. I want everybody. Needs to be the most people ever that have gone to Hardly Initiated show. This needs to be the most comments, the most super chats, the more people in the audience. We need to make sure that when SB leaves, they can say, SB brought all these people. This is our highest number of watchers are on this show. This is it. This has been the highest amount of people that has watched Hardly Initiated. We need to put that out there. Can we do that? Y'all get your friends and family just to tune in on Monday night at 8:00. So when we leave, they can be like, SB bought the nation. Y'all listen, it's an outstanding show, right? Y'all need to be there. So listen, this is my last time. This is not my last time. I'm going to say it throughout the show. But on Monday night, October 30th, that's this coming Monday, I will be doing a show with Heartily Initiated, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all got to be there. It's going to be a live show. They have an outstanding podcast platform. The audience is great. There are nobody's fussing, fighting, none of that. You will enjoy it. If you have not seen or know who I'm talking about, please go check them out now. So when we get there on Monday, I'm going to shout you out. I actually will not be able to see the comments, but I'm going to shout y'all out anyway. So I need to make sure that you guys are there. Miss Lady D says, Black women want to be treated as every other race of women, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. I don't even think Black women compare themselves to another race, Lady D. Why would you do that? I want Black women to be of excellence. All Black women. I want Black men to be of excellence. That should be our main goal for ourselves, is to be excellent, not to be just okay. We need to be the bomb. So whatever you do, make sure that is your goal, is to be the bomb. If you know right now that you're lacking, you got some things you need to work out, woman and man, start working on being excellent. I said this on Wednesday night show. On Wednesday night, I said, the better woman I am, the better man Mr. Boss is also. Because guess what? When you got a good woman or you got a good man, you want to hold on to him. You don't want him to get away. Vice versa. You like, this woman cooks for me. This woman makes my bed. This woman makes me breakfast. This woman rubs my bald head. All those things that this woman does for you, a man does not want to let that go. Same for the man. He's talking about how good this, a woman's talking about how good her man is. This man buys me gifts. This man takes me out of town. He loves me. He adores me. He cares for me. You don't want to let it go. You want to keep that dance going for as long as possible. And I would say it's to death. So all you got to do is put forth your best effort every single day. And guess what? Why you want to be negative anyway? Why does it have to be an issue? Sometimes I'm going to challenge all of y'all. The next time you decide you want to have an attitude, think the opposite way. Instead of being upset, be like, you know what? I'm going to be happy today. And just be happy. Just think opposite. There's no need for you to be walking around choosing to have an attitude or to bring up negativity or to, demean yourself by comparing yourself to other women. No need to do that. Work on who you are. You will have support and you can get something done, but keep your eyes on who you are. That's the best thing you can do. Now, remember, Monday night, Heartily Initiated, 8:00 p.m. SB Live. I need you all to be there. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to this. Let me tell y'all something. Mr. Gilbert, thank you again for the video. I love the list, per se. But this all stemmed from a young lady. I didn't see the initial video, but from what I'm hearing, there was a young lady that refused, and I did see little clips of it, refused to go into the Cheesecake Factory. I guess she felt like she was, the part I saw, she was kind of looking at herself like, me like this? I mean, dressed like this, going to the Cheesecake Factory, as though the Cheesecake Factory couldn't have handled whatever that string dress she had on or whatever it was. I don't know what it was. But she was acting as though that she was dressed up or overdressed for the Cheesecake Factory or what have you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, I didn't know that same young lady and that young man, he had a reservation for the young woman at another spot, but she was late, so they didn't get to go to that spot. See, I didn't know that because I did not watch the video. So from my understanding, he had a reservation at another restaurant, but due to her getting so glamorous, I'm assuming, or just being late, period, they did not make it to that other spot. So they end up going to Cheesecake Factory because you have to eat somewhere. Now, to me, that was a very logical thing, and he didn't get upset about her being late. He played it like he was supposed to because he's a gentleman, and that's what he was going to do. She the one that acted out. So I don't know if y'all heard me say before, but before COVID, every Tuesday night, me and Mr. Boss went to the Cheesecake Factory because that was our date night, and that is what we like. We actually love the Cheesecake Factory. And we think it's, but listen, we're married though. It's not the first date, but you know. So anyway, for her to act that way was kind of crazy. But either way, from there came this list, and I got to show y'all this list. Mr. Boss, put this list up there for me, please. Y'all got to see this. If y'all haven't seen this list yet, this her shouldn't take them on a first date. Now you got to see it. Oh God, I can't even see it. But that first thing on this list is Cheesecake Factory. Like I said, every Tuesday night we went to the Cheesecake Factory. Y'all, I gotta figure out where in the world are these girls coming from? Who are they? Where they hang out? Where would you get them from? And how would you meet them? And how do you avoid them? Are these ladies the ones that are doing this like serial dating, or you meeting them online? I just don't know who these people are. But let me tell you something. When me and Mr. Boss was dating, I don't even know if y'all even remember this, but there used to be a restaurant called Daryl's. Daryl's was the equivalent to, I couldn't even tell you. It was a combination like a steakhouse and Applebee's all in one. But, you know, there was Daryl's. We went to Daryl's. We loved going. Everybody went to Daryl's. Daryl's would have like 10-cent wings. Daryl's would have like frozen margaritas. We had a good time. We went to Daryl's. It was date night Daryl's. Everybody did that. Friday night, it was Pizza Hut, not Pizza Hut, Pizza Inn. I think it was Pizza Inn and Godfather's. Y'all remember Godfather's? These are the places that we went and everybody enjoyed. It was a hangout. We had good times. It just was none of this craziness. I need to know who these people are. Well, listen, if I wasn't the type of person right now that was married, had a good husband, lived a nice life, got these white teeth, love to smile, love life, these women would drive me, I would lose my mind, y'all. Because they had me questioning myself. They would have me thinking, well, gosh, well, you know, maybe I'm selling myself short. Maybe I shouldn't be going to the Cheesecake Factory. Well, I need to go to Ruth Chris. I don't like steak. Now what? What are they doing, y'all? I have no idea. Mr. Boss, can you break that list back up for me? This is crazy. Tell me, y'all, where do you, Trey, did you pay attention to this list? I know you did. Where do these women come from, y'all? This is crazy. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's. Let me see. I don't see the list right now. Hold on. Let me, Mr. Boss, get the list back up for me because this is ridiculous. I just don't even understand. Trey said the problem is the men. Rather than going on strike, men are trying to find other places, not not on this list. Men today, it keeps going away. Hold on for a minute, guys. Let me get my list back up here. Men today are spineless. Listen, I want to know, how do we get here? If you call a woman and you say, hey, listen, I want to take you on a date, and you say, I want to go out to dinner, and you go pick her up, you take her where you want her to go. When is it that she gets to call the shots and say, well, I ain't going in here, or we're not going here? Where does that happen at? Yeah, y'all, I'm really tripping right now because this doesn't make sense. Then we go on to say Olive Garden. Y'all, Chipotle. Okay. Chipotle might be a little not date worthy. The list keeps going away, so I can't really see it. Chipotle is not date worthy. I would say no. That's no. Olive Garden. What is wrong with the Olive Garden? The movies, I get it. The movies is not somewhere that you take a date. You can't communicate. That's done. No, not to the movies. Your house, definitely not your house. Y'all know not to bring nobody to your house, right? Don't even ask to go to someone's home. What was the next one? Here we go. Any fast food chain. Oh, like McDonald's, Burger King. I agree. Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm not familiar with them. Wingstop. No. Red Lobster. I love Red Lobster. Y'all, I told y'all this last week. Me and Mr. Boss went to Red Lobster and had some of them biscuits. We ain't had Red Lobster in forever. I know it was almost like $85 to $100. We had red lobster. We said the biscuits. We had shrimp your way or whatever, and we had some drinks or whatever, and we enjoyed ourselves. A buffet. You shouldn't go to a buffet at all anyway. You need to get out of that. IHOP, I would agree to IHOP. IHOP, Denny's, things like that. The gym, I think the gym is a terrific first date. It's an absolute terrific first date. Denny's is not. The gym is, Denny's not. Church, hmm. Church on the first date. I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't know about that. I don't know if that is, yeah, why not? Bring it out of her, y'all. Bring it out of her. Take her right up there. Make her sit up in the front row and see how she responds. See if she knows to cross her legs. See if she knows the appropriate dress in a church. Make sure she has that little thing over her legs so her knees won't be out. Starbucks, I think Starbucks is excellent for a date too. It could be a lunch date. Who is this? Coffee day, ice cream day? No. Family functions? No, not for a first date. You wouldn't want her to meet anybody in your family. Movie night, I agree. Somewhere that requires a long drive. That don't sound right. So that's off limits. Bowling. What is wrong with bowling for a first date? I mean, what's wrong with adding a little bit of competition to the night? Nightclubs. Okay, here we go. I don't believe in taking someone to a nightclub on the first date, but I got to tell y'all, I met Mr. Boss on first at a nightclub. So I understand that nightclubs are now a bit different. Nightclubs now are all about strip clubs and things of that nature. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with this hookah bar thing. I don't think you should take a woman to any type of bar situation like that. So I would agree with that. Nightclub, no. Hookah bar, no. I can't see the other ones, but I think it's a bar. Oh, Waffle House. No Waffle House. It's special events. Okay, special events. I'm not sure about the special event type thing. I'm not sure. That could go. Um, sports events. Let's see. Waffle House and sports events. Okay, sports events. Why not take her to a football game or a basketball game on a first date? That might be good. I don't have a problem with that one. I like that. But guess what, y'all? We got to go back up here. If you say you going on a date, I need to figure out how we get to the point. Okay, Miss Sandra Rose made this list, right? We need to find out who Sandra is. We need to find out why she come up with this list. Are people complaining? Is there nothing to do? Did some bad things happen at the sporting event? Why can't we take these people to these places? Of course, church is a great first day. I don't know, Miss M. I had to think about it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm out to lunch on it. But then I say, yeah, it is because you could just bring it all, all the red flags come to the front row, or it could make you feel you could miss the red flags. You know what I'm saying? There's some good chameleons out there. What if she has a history of going to church, and going to church is a good thing for her? And she gets up there and she just starts praising the Lord and everything for the front row. And you be like, oh, the man be like, oh, I like this girl. And she started speaking in tongues, all that stuff that the men may want, all that stuff. And then she become a freak later on that night. Then they be like, whoa. See, now we got mixed messages. So I don't know. I don't know about the church on the first date.
They liars, bro. They liars.
I don't know. But y'all, what is wrong with the Cheesecake Factory on the first date? What is wrong with the Olive Garden on the first date? Especially if you're going to dinner. Starbucks. Listen, guys, if y'all are meeting women, I don't know where you're meeting these women at, but this is Lady D. Did you tell your girls that they had no business writing this list? Lady D, them your girls. Because the women I know wouldn't have come up with no crazy list like this. They would have been so, what is the word I'm looking for? I'm not going to say honored, but they would have been honored that a man came to them and asked them to go out to dinner, and was on the first date, ain't gonna say dinner, asked him to go on the first date and was willing to pay for this date. They would have said, okay, sure, where would you like to go? Because my girls know and have humility. They know when to be like, you know what, that was a nice gesture. I will definitely go. They understand that. But what, I don't even understand what y'all gonna be doing. How you gonna tell me what? I don't want to be here? Oh my God, y'all. I'm telling you, it's making me question everything about myself as a young woman, because we went to Daryl's, y'all. We went to Daryl's. We went to Godfather's Pizza. We went to the car wash. We had dates at the car wash. We loved going to the car wash. We would wash our cars. We would on Sunday afternoon. We would drive cars. Everybody. It was a hangout, but we would drive our cars to the car wash, and we would wash our cars. That was a date. That's what we did. That's how we got to know each other as dating. But now I got to take you. He got to take me where or what? I can't take him serious. What? Yeah, these ladies done lost their mind. They done lost their mind. If someone, oh, I just can't even get over this list, y'all. I like most of those places on there even now. So I'm assuming that these are some very high earning women, and they just don't want a regular guy, a regular nice guy. So they'll be passing up all these regular nice guys for the man who I don't even know where we're going. We're going, like I said, we're going to Roof Chris. What if you don't like steak? You know, what is that other place? She didn't put PF Chain over there. What if you don't like Chinese? What if you like Asian food? What now? They didn't put that on there. Maybe they don't know about that. I don't know. But what Trey said, go on strike, fellas. I'm with y'all now. Go on strike, fellas. Y'all, if y'all got to put up with that, go on strike. I'm with you. What you want me to do? I'll make some signs. I will. Anissa say order something else. Anissa, did you answer my question, Anissa? Anissa, are you that person that if a young man asks you out, you would be making any type of gestures to where you wanted to go? Now, what I mean, if he asks you, what do you like to eat? And you said Mexican food or whatever. And he picked what he thought was a nice Mexican restaurant and he took you there. Would you have an issue with that or would you go along with that? What would you do? I'm not young though. You still single. So what does it matter? I'm still saying, are you gonna be calling the shots on where a man will be taking you? Now, of course, now listen, y'all. You gotta have some taste about what you're doing. You do want to be a good first date, men. You don't want to be like, I get it. I get it. We don't want to go to the Waffle House and sit. You don't, because bad things happen in the Waffle House. I agree. You want to be in a safe place. You want to be in a restaurant. I get it. But how far do we take this? Would you go to the Waffle House? If you like the Waffle House food, would you look, me and Mr. Boss will go to the Waffle House, pick up our food and leave because he loves the eggs. So that is something that we would do. But no, on the first date, we would not go to the Waffle House. He wouldn't have taken me to the Waffle House. But like I said, y'all, we went to Daryl's. These ladies these days are making me question everything. I'm like, did I just settle? Like I'm saying, y'all, if I didn't have a nice life, nice car, good looking husband, white teeth, smile, all that, I would be questioning myself, wondering, gosh, Lord, well, did I settle? Oh Lord, could I have done something different? Because all these things that these ladies are asking for and have nothing, I'm wondering myself girl, what's up? Did you just settle and are you in a good place? Are you tripping right now? Because I have a good life and I didn't make those type of demands. And they coming in making these type of demands. Where they gonna go? Where they go? It's ridiculous. No one has taught these women to be, oh God, to have humility. Nobody taught them to chill. They're not generous. They're actually about to be a group of mean girls. That's what I'm trying to see. Miss M say the first day is usually a test. I have to ask, well, Trey gone 10. Trey like to go for 10 first dates, basically. So Trey, is the first date a test? And if it is, I can see, yeah, okay. If the men are saying we're gonna do this on a first date, but even those choices, a Cheesecake Factory, can you come out of Cheesecake Factory without spending $100? No, you cannot. Especially, well, if you don't get any dessert and you don't get anything to drink, maybe you can. But who does that? You don't go to the Cheesecake Factory and don't get no cheesecake. And you got to have a drink, some type of drink. Even a cola is $4 now. So how much money do we want to leave in the Cheesecake Factory? Or how much money do we want to leave on a first date? Somebody told me $300 or $400. Y'all, I am so stingy if that's the case. I hate spending money on food. I absolutely hate it. Right to this day, I'd be like, Mr. Boss, do we have to? I hate spending money on food. I think that is the biggest waste of, well, it's two of them. It's two big wastes that go along: food and entertainment. Now, y'all would probably think it's different, but I am that one that hates to spend money on food and entertainment. Now, Mr. Boss is totally the opposite. So if it wasn't from him, SB would be eating soup, chicken salad, sandwiches, and or crackers. I don't drink. I would, y'all, I would owe them little Tony's pizzas. I would just be so satisfied with just nothing, hardly invested in food because some lettuce. I like, y'all, soup and salad. I'll go right now to any restaurant and say, can I have some soup? Because I'm always cold. So I'm always asking for stuff like that. And Mr. Boss be like, really? You gonna come here and get some soup? I'm like, yeah, I want to try it. But this is crazy to leave $300 or $400. Okay, we've done that one time, and I'm gonna tell you where we were. We were in Las Vegas. We went to, what is his name, Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, and that was more so of we experienced something versus this is something that we need to do, right? The food wasn't even that great. I can't tell y'all right today what I had. I cannot. The service was outstanding, but isn't all the service outstanding in Las Vegas? So the fact that we paid, and it probably was about $500 that we paid at that restaurant, it was just ridiculous. I was like, I will never ever do this again because once food is ingested, it's gone, y'all. You have nothing to show for that $400 or $500. I'm gonna tell you what I had. I had a bag. You know the little bag. If y'all ever been there before, they have a bag. Yeah. SB. What about Dave and Buster's? Look, Trey, listen, Christopher, don't look. I will go to Dave and Buster's because they got like everything. They got the bowling, they got the hot wings and the pizza. I'm there. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm tripping because these girls are asking for like $300 and $400. What are y'all doing? Is this not like a big old red flag saying run quickly, stay away from her? Y'all need to be putting up some type of something because it's ridiculous that for a woman to look at you and be like, I need you to take me somewhere where it's $400 or $500 before I can talk to you again or before I can enjoy myself. That girl didn't need all that. Did y'all see her? She didn't need that. Oh. Y'all be trying to make me think that this dating thing is hard. And I'm telling you, judging by the things that these ladies are coming out with, it ain't hard at all. I can make it real easy for y'all. Run. Okay, so listen. Chocolate love. I love that. Chocolate love. There is now a list of women men should not date. There's a list of women that men shouldn't date. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to get that list. Okay, so somebody done made a list of certain type of women that men shouldn't date. I need to make one because whoever this woman is, I think her name was Miss Rose. Miss Rose has made a list of places that a man shouldn't take a woman. We need to, any woman that would like to have this list or follows this list, we need to add her to the new list of women that men shouldn't date because it doesn't make any sense to do so. This is crazy. Y'all, I'm telling you, they want these high dollar restaurants on dates for the gram. They want attention. What? Y'all, I would rather have the money. Listen, it's two things, y'all. It's food and entertainment. I will not spend money on. Mr. Boss be making me. He be like, babe, we can do this. I'd be like, I know we can do this, but I would rather. I like to see my money, y'all. I mean, don't everybody? I love to see my money. Like I would rather get a vase for the house than to go out and spend $300 or $400 on some food. Or get a new outfit or something, a piece of jewelry instead of going to eat for. Listen, we went to Gordon Ramsay's. If anybody ever been there, y'all understand what I'm talking about. It's the worst thing. The food was good. Don't get me wrong, y'all. But y'all, it was $500. How do you do that? How do we do that? How do we adjust our spending to say we're gonna spend $500 tonight on this girl who I met online and we're going to have a good time. I'm going to let her just, how do we do that? Men, y'all don't do that. Please don't. This is, you're creating a monster. Because if your first date is 500, what does the second date look like? And then what happens? When does this actually wear off? When does it become normal? Mr. Gilbert, he says, I bet y'all was still hungry when y'all left. No, Mr. Gilbert, actually, the portions that they gave you at Gordon's was actually very good. I mean, they gave you a lot of food, but $500, it was between $400 and $500. It really, really was. It wasn't worth it. I'm not a steak eater, so I think Mr. Ball said the steak was good, but come on, y'all, really? Trey says, say it was me, fellas. No respect, no date, no respect, no date. Strike has begun. Trey, I am with you. I mean, I can make you some signs. What do you need me to do? Whatever, because I need to know. I need just one lady to tell me that she would follow that list for first dates. I believe it's just something that somebody is putting out there to cause some sort of confusion because this is ridiculous. And I can't imagine some woman actually having an expectation. Oh, so this is the next question, men. If you actually went through with this and you went on a date that didn't include one of these restaurants or whatever on this list, and you spent $300 or $400, are you expected to sleep with her? Is that a given for her? Does she supposed to just automatically know she's supposed to give it up? What happens? Y'all tell me something. Because that's a whole lot of pressure. I wouldn't even want none. I would be like, this is crazy. No, I would think that the man would expect that. I would think this would be my man if he's spending $300 or $400, y'all. Do we do that and be like, okay, bye, I'm going home. This never didn't get out the car. You remember? She wouldn't even get out the car. Yeah, that had to be fake. Please tell me it was fake. Please tell me, because we are losing our mind. Y'all, was that fake? Y'all tell me it was fake. Trey, any one of y'all. Black, have you been on a date where a woman did something like this? Or have y'all been in acquaintance with some woman that spoke like this? Like, no, we ain't going to Red Lobster. We got to go to Gordon Ramsay or wherever. Has anybody ever done that? Look, Dr. Steele said, personally, I do not think that way. Dr. Steele, listen, nobody should think that way. But if a man is spending $300 or $400, I mean, that really does sound like something you would do to a prostitute. That would be her fee or something like that. You don't spend $300 or $400 on no food. Really? What about the conversation? She in there eating and getting drunk. SB. Oh, wait a minute. SB. Now note this. They want to go on reasonable dates, but also want sex by the third date. You know what? And Anissa, I'm going on record because I never went on record with before, but I'm going to say this. I've said it several times, but I'm going on record now, so I need y'all to hear me. Kevin Samuels was wrong for that. There should be no way where a woman should be mandatory or even put out there in the air that by the third date, she needs to be ready to have sex. That is not, in my opinion, a good way to foster any type of relationship. If they gonna just lay together and screw, it don't have to be the third date. If everybody's on the same wavelength and that's all we want random reckless sex, have random reckless sex if that's what you want. We ain't got to play around, wait to the third date. But if you are intentional and you want to meet a man or a woman and you want to build a relationship, possibly end up in marriage, let's don't play these games. That 90-day thing that Steve Harvey made up and the third date rule that Kevin Samuels made up. I'm not about them type of games, y'all. I'm not. So I'm going on record. Rest in peace, KS. But that one right there, you took with you. Because that one was no good. That wasn't good. I didn't even like the daytime dating stuff. A woman should be, we got to be smart about this now. Understood. I agree. But there should be no pressure if we're dating with intention to have sex. Everyone should know if a woman decides that she wants to preserve herself because she is now ready to be a wife, allow her to do that. If that's not the woman for you, or if that's not the relationship you after, that's fine. Go ahead and find this woman that doesn't want to go to the Olive Garden and hang out with her. Everybody understands that. Everybody ain't for everybody, right? Go get that woman. This is another woman. This woman over here says, I've been having sex. and I don't want to no longer have sex. I want a good relationship. I want to preserve myself. And always, there are no Instagram pictures of me with my boobs out, butt up. I'm not twerking anywhere. My heart and my mind and my soul, spirit, all has changed. I am now wanting to be a wife. I am looking to God to show me what it is I need to do in order to attract that type of man. So I'm a different woman now. I'm changed. She needs to lead with that. That needs to be her intentions. And if that man, any man, whoever it is, can't respect the fact that that's where she is, I don't care how many men he thinks that she slept with. I don't know. It could be one. I don't know how many. I have no idea. It's totally irrelevant because she's just said that's not who she is anymore. Leave her alone. Go get you the woman that refused to get out the car at the Cheesecake Factory. She might be a better fit. Who knows? I mean, I don't know, but I don't appreciate that. I think, for a woman, we can make so many mistakes by thinking that having sex is the answer. Did y'all hear that? We can make so many mistakes by thinking having sex is the answer. Trey says, crazy that women want men to make a financial investment while dating, courting, but when it's their turn to invest, it's a no. Trey, wrong woman. Everybody needs to make an investment into the relationship. If they want to be in a marriage relationship, it needs to be a mutual investment. If you're with a woman that doesn't see the importance of investing into you as a man, then hey, that's not the woman for you. Hello, Mr. Martin. He says, this lady turned up her nose when I suggested Cheesecake Factory. I didn't take her anywhere. I hope you didn't. Did you take her back home? Did you leave her in the restaurant? What did you do with her, Mr. Martin? But whatever it was, I'm glad you got rid of her. I'm glad you got rid of her because no. Tomorrow I'll create a list of free dates. I'll do a reel. Trey, why? Look, what's wrong with a free date? Listen, I thought this was about the individuals. I thought it was about the people getting to know each other. I bet you anything in the world, these women who are turning down that list, they not going there on their own. They're not going to some restaurant with their girlfriends paying $300 or $400. They're not doing it. They're not even them type of women. They just trying to use y'all. Oh my good. Oh my goodness, y'all. They just trying to use my men folk. SB, it used to be. Listen, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, they making me question myself because I'm like, did I just settle? Because I'm telling y'all, we went to Daryl's, we went to Godfather's, we went to the car wash, we went to the park, we hung out at the park. We went to the museum. We did stuff like that. It was never, did this man have money? Did this woman have money? It was always an organic relationship that evolved from what we did. What is wrong? Yeah. Whew, I am going to, T-Shaw, you with me? We're going to have to get us some signs. We're going to have to help these men out because right now, everybody went to the park. We loved it. SVU Live, I DM'd you a list of things men aren't paying for unless they're married. Look, Trey, we need to put that list out there. Look, I'm sorry, but y'all can't keep doing this. I don't know where this list is coming from. I don't know if this is real. I don't know if women, obviously we have one woman that is trying to live by the list that we don't, you can't go to Cheesecake Factory. I don't know, but that's ridiculous. She was cute, y'all, but she wasn't that cute. She done been to Cheesecake Factory before and many other places. She was eating some food, you know. So what was wrong with going to the Cheesecake Factory? Now she did, okay, I'm gonna give her this. I didn't see her in complete, but she did act as though she might have been overdressed. Now, if she was really overdressed, I could maybe understand that. But the young girls who go to prom actually go to the Cheesecake Factory. So she probably would have been just fine. Nobody would have paid her any attention if she went in there, got her something to eat, got her some cheesecake, and had a good time. It wouldn't have made a difference. But what? Mr. Giver said she was 6'1". Mr. Giver, was she really that tall? Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. It is something I remember when R&B groups Rolls Royce. Oh no, you didn't say Rolls Royce made a song called Car Wash. In a movie, in the show, the movie. And now, where you go, where you go, where you go. And now that you mention it, what was the special about the car wash? Listen, I don't know, but we all hung out at the car wash. Remember in the movie, everybody hung out at the car wash too. And we do hang out at the car wash, you wash your car. You wouldn't worry about sex. You wouldn't worry about screwing, right? There was no babies being born at the car wash. I shouldn't say born. There was no babies being made at the car wash. So, everybody had a good time. It was a good place to go. It wasn't so much of a one-on-one thing. There was camaraderie there. You talked about your car, you cleaned your car, you got to know the person without having the pressures of being in a room with them, or like they said at the movies. I didn't agree to the movie. I don't think you should go to a movie. I don't even like to go to the movies myself with Mr. Balls right now because it's like, I hate to say it, y'all, but it's kind of like a waste of time a little bit, because you go in, it's light outside, you come out, it's dark outside, you done lost 2 hours or more of your life. And it's like you sit there in silence. I'm like, I would rather be at home and we could go, use those go pee moments, and we could talk during that time and do whatever we want to do. You can pause it and go get you some food. It's just different. I don't care for the movies like that. So I'm always, I don't know, and since people had started, shooting up the movie theater, it's kind of changed my mind about it. So I agree with the movie thing. Section 8, how you doing? Blessed SB. I'm so glad my fiance is a plain Jane. Our first date was at an ice cream shop on Fort Lauderdale Beach. Listen, is that what it is? Is that we plain? Ain't nothing wrong with being plain. Get you a plain. Trey, get you a plain woman. Get you a plain Jane woman, Trey. That might be the answer, because I think, look, I didn't care nothing about all that stuff, not ever. It didn't make a difference. It was about the guy. It's always been about the attraction to the man. Why would you want to go somewhere and be distracted? Like, for instance, if you go somewhere and this man is just showering you with $300 and $400 meals, he's coming in with roses, he's doing this, and he's always meeting that need of surprising you or whatever. That could be good. That could be showing you that he's a gentleman. But aren't you getting caught up in that? Because I'm telling you, it ain't like that forever. He won't be like that as a husband. And then when you become a husband and then all that goes away, he done been to work and worked 10 hours a day or did whatever he had to do, and he come home, he tired. He ain't gonna want to fool with you on that level. Then you're gonna be like, he don't love me no more. I'm not happy. And then what? Now you want to leave? Ladies, where's Lady D at? Lady D, tell me where these women at. Lady D, did you get on your husband's nerve when he was your boyfriend and tell him you couldn't? I don't know what kind of, y'all, what restaurants was Lady D going to? Look, she say she a couple years older than me, I think. I want to know what restaurants Lady D was going to. SB, what if 2 weeks of phone combo led to a movie date? I am not a movie fan. I can't see how we can end up in the movies. I like to talk to people. I like to be, in a face, not like that, but I like to get to know people. I'm always trying to read somebody, and you can't do that in a movie. Movies, especially not now. Years ago, we used to go to the movies and everything was cool, but now I'm too distracted. Even though I hear noise, I'm looking around. I'm just too distracted now. I can't do a movie theater, Miss Him. I would rather, like, look, let's go to the local pool, or let's go to the local park and walk, or let's go to the greenway. I don't know if everybody may not have greenways. We have greenways and you can walk on the greenways. I'm like, meet me at the greenway, greenway A, and we could walk for miles and won't even know we've walked for miles. And we could just talk and have a good time, and it'll be for free. Or we could ride our bikes on the greenway or whatever. I like those people that want to do things. Mr. Boss was like, we got bikes, we put our bikes on the back of the car, just, I don't like not the theater. That's not for me. So I'm glad of that. The hookah thing, I think hookah is nasty. I don't understand it. I don't know if everybody's breathing in that same little, it's whatever. I don't filter. Is everybody, do we all get a different filter? What's going on with that, y'all? Do we get a different filter? Because I'm just wondering, because somebody said that they had gotten some things from the hookah bar that they didn't go in there with. Now, I don't know if they lied, but it's a thing going around now, y'all. They said the lady said they went to the hookah bar and they came out with something. So be careful of the hookah. Kind of made me feel like that they weren't giving out the right amount of filters for the hookah, and I don't understand it. So we ain't going there either. SB, you got Mr. Boss. You don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, but I'm saying me and Mr. Boss been together 28 years, right? Y'all, there was a time in the beginning, Mr. Boss had another woman, right? And I had another man, right? But what I'm saying is when we got together as young folks, we still did certain things. Even as before we got together, you know what I mean? We still, when I went on dates, this is how we entertained ourselves as young folks with not having money. You go to the park, you get in your cars, you ride around, you do stuff like that. You get to know, most times it came by referral. You just didn't meet randoms, right? But I understand now we're meeting a lot of randoms. So be careful with this random stuff because this stuff, right? This list is ridiculous, y'all. And if a woman should proposition you this way, I'm telling you, y'all should run away. It's a joke. Where we going with this? We just want to have a good time. Okay, we can go wherever you want to go, but we're going Dutch. You pay for yours, whatever it is, I'm going to pay for mine. Just say something like that. Don't even think that I'm gonna be paying $300 and $400. SB, it's not like everyday movie day. You don't like big screen movies. I love the movies. Now all I watch is movies. I love the actual, shows and stuff like that. It's just going to the theater thing. It's kind of got me a little flaky. So, but I understand what you're saying. We used to have a theater here that had like a game room or game park. It was more than just a theater. Kind of like, I don't know if Dave and Buster's does movies or not, but there was a place that it was kind of like Dave and Buster's and they had a theater within it years and years ago, but they didn't have that anymore. But I'm thinking if I'm going to be dating intentional. Now, remember, y'all, I'm telling everybody now in 2023, don't date anybody unless they come in with a referral. Ladies, unless these men are coming by referral, don't date them. Don't entertain them. Now, I'm saying this because I have seen I hate to say it, y'all, but I've seen some very attractive men on the news. They have done some terrible things to women. And these were non-expecting women.
They liars, bro. They liars.
These women had no idea that these dates would end up that way. So what I'm saying, it used to be a person looked a certain way. We could be like, he looked like something wrong with him. I bet not go that direction or whatever. But it's not like that anymore, y'all. They looking like the man that sits on the first row at the church, and he still may not all be there. So now I'm telling all ladies, and I'm telling men too, unless your date is coming by referral, don't date them. Now that may, I don't understand referrals. How would they know unless they've dated them themselves? But when I mean by referrals, Trey, why you gotta be so? Trey, what I mean by referral is I know you. I know someone that knows you. I went to school with you. I know you. I don't have to have the man doesn't have to have used you, or the woman doesn't have to date you in order to know you. Like it could be your cousin, it could be your cousin's best friend, it could be the guy that you grew up with, it could be the guy whose mom lives in the house beside your mom. I'm talking about referral like that. It could be the person that you guys went to school with. That's what I mean by referral, not necessarily because with the employees, like an employee, it didn't mean that they work for you. It could just mean that you work with them or you've seen them in different environments and you can kind of vouch for who they are. Not saying that you actually dated them. But what I'm saying is no more randoms. And I mean this internet stuff, meaning, oh, he lives in Missouri and you live in South Carolina. Do you know anybody that know him? No, but we're going to meet up for a date in Florida. What? Yeah, he lived in Missouri and I live in South Carolina and we're going to meet in Florida for a date. You don't know nobody that know him? No, don't do that. Y'all don't do that. Don't even tell him where you are. No, 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 no. No, how about you just leave that alone? That's what I'm saying. It's just too dangerous. And I don't think that we're thinking about this. A referral, like a number or on the wall. Corey, yeah, that'll work. You know, the one that you pull it off. You take a look. Y'all know what I mean. Look, y'all getting to be like these ladies out here. Y'all trying hard not to understand what I'm talking about. I know that it may not be as plentiful, but we need to know who we dealing with a little bit, you know. Miss M, oh, you talking to Miss M. Trey, folks who are married don't know everything. No, I don't know everything, but I'm telling you all, ladies, y'all better find somebody. Well, Trey, what you got? What you got for a suggestion? We got a man living in Seattle, Washington, a woman living in South Carolina. They've been online dating for, no, not dating, but online speaking for 6 months. Now they're ready to meet each other. Should they do it? Should she do it? Should she go? Should she meet him? Absolutely not. No. I'm not. She don't know nothing about him. She don't know nobody that knows him. Nobody knows nothing. And she gonna just no. Time out for that. Nope. Time out for that. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. At least you got something out of the deal. Uh-oh. What deal? What deal was that? I don't encourage online or long distance relationships. Okay, Trey, you saying the same thing I'm saying. I'm saying to you that having too many missing women. We having too many, y'all know, bad situations come out of just dating. So whatever we can do to make this a better situation, let's try to do it. And if somebody needs to know somebody before I go out with them, I need them to know them. Somebody needs to know somebody. I don't just need to be out with this guy because he says he says he's this person. Are we really going to get an FBI check or do a criminal background check on everybody we know or that we're supposed to date? Should we do that? I mean, I agree. If you can do that, do it. But are you the person that's meaning you bad intentions? Are they going to give you enough information, correct information for you to actually do that? Probably not. So what you going to do then? You're going to have to be going on what he said, and then you're going to get frustrated because it's not working out. And then you're going to be like, well, I'm just going to try it because he's been a real nice guy. It's been too many horror stories. I've seen too many horror stories where it didn't work out. Y'all, it's been bad. So I'm just saying, as a suggestion, I would want the date to come by a referral. I want somebody to know somebody. SB, there was a time the parents would ask what family him or her come from. Yeah, who are their parents? We don't know nothing nowadays. SB, I used to be a background check when I was Ellie, every single one of them. Listen, we do background checks now for employees. But guess what? That's what we do. But guess what? Everybody don't have access to doing that. I don't even know, Trey, you know what is required to do a background check. You got to have, social security, driver's license, date of birth, all of that. Where you going to get that information from? You think a person's going to just readily give that up to you so you can do a background check? There may be other ways, I don't know, but that's how we do it. And I don't think people are coming with that. Online dating can be dangerous, tired, and it was almost scammed. Oh, Lord. You tried it and you was almost scammed, Miss M. Ooh, see what I'm saying? We need referral. I need to open up a referral business. I was taken to a restaurant so fancy, I had no idea on what to do. And my date had to teach me on what to do. Finger bowls and all. It was a good teaching experience. What kind of food was that, Lady D? Now listen, y'all, Lady D gave a man, wait a minute. Don't let me assume. I ain't gonna say nothing wrong. Lady D, was this a man? You better give that man his props. You've been talking junk about men for years, and you just gave a man you said he took you on a date and he taught you something. Lady D, y'all. Let's get a hand to Lady D. Woo! You like men. You like men. You'll be over here pulling our legs. I know you like men, girl. Look at Lady D comment. Look, Trey, T-Shaw like, y'all, she like men. She just be over here trying to troll me. Lady D, you don't hung over here long enough. Now you over here giving men comments. Compliments. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep it up, Lady D. What else? It was a good teacher. What else did he teach you, Lady D? And where he at right now? You didn't lose him, did you? I don't do online dating. I don't have no problem cold approaching a woman. This is the best. But still, Christopher, nowadays, it needs to be straight up referral. So listen, guys, I got to show y'all this next video because y'all are not going to be this. Lady learned out of embarrassment that's did I, she be Trey. She be the one coming at me though. I ain't trying to embarrass her. SB has already done a background check on everybody in the chat. No, I didn't. Should I? No, y'all strong. Y'all my people. Y'all know me. And look, y'all good. I ain't worried about y'all, not at all. SB, every female dating service quit trying to match modern women because they're crazy. Corey, I mean, don't you see it? Did you see the list, Corey? But listen, if the list didn't do it, wait till you see this next video. I hope y'all sitting down. I hope you are, because check this next video out. Oh, it's quiet. Okay, so listen, let me read it for you. I don't know what she says here, but she says, it says, me eating abortion money after I lied to him that I was pregnant. Did y'all see that? Trey.
They liars, bro. They liars.
Trey, Mr. Gilbert, Christopher Lee, Corey, all the men in this comment section that Dr. Steele. Y'all see this? Y'all stay away from these women. Hey, stay away from these women. Me eating abortion money after I lied to him that I was pregnant, y'all. Y'all, she done lied to the
They liars, bro. They liars.
We got Anissa down here talking about, oh, wow. Anissa, you look what your girls do. Oh, God. Yeah, this is one of the oldest hustles. The pill is $550. Think about how many dudes she can pull that on. What pill? She said abort the deletion. That means she was going somewhere to get a deletion. 550, who knows? Trey, I wonder. I don't know how. Lady D said Facebook is a great referral. Lady D, why would Facebook be a great referral if you don't know who the people are? It's the same as any other social media outlet. If you don't know who they are, you don't know who they are. When I mean referral, I mean someone else that you do know needs to stand in the gap and kind of, they can't vouch for that person, but at least they can tell you, hey, look, he's not a felon. He ain't no SA, whatever. They can say something positive about him, or they'll let you know he work. They may know his mom. Y'all, come on now. Listen, you don't get that clip. Missy, if you just like me. Look, I'm sitting back wondering too. I'm like, really? Oh, deletion is appeal? Okay. Trey, you know too darn much. Deletion is appeal, y'all. Missy, I'm with you there. I didn't know. Don't. Okay, listen, Miss M, this is what this is. This young lady has told some young man somewhere that she was pregnant with his child, and she was wanting to have a deletion. She wanted to, get rid of the pregnancy. And he gave her money to do just that. But what she didn't tell him is that she lied about being pregnant. But she kept the money, and now she's eating lunch or dinner or whatever with the money. Them heifers really love to eat, don't they? That's what's going on. They like to eat. They like to eat and go on trips because she done took the money and she done went to some restaurant and she's enjoying herself. Miss him, that's what that means. The morning after pill is $75. Trey, what is $550? What pill? Oh my God, y'all know too much. Not plan B morning after, the actual pill. Some women lie about the procedure too. Oh God. Yeah, you know what? All I'm saying is to have a person, a woman, tell you a lie about deleting a baby, take your money. Now it's a different thing if she lied about even being pregnant though. So, and then she got it all on social media. So what happens when this man sees her? What happens, or do you think he will ever see her? Maybe he done disappeared, but just think if he did see her somewhere and he's like, I saw your video. You eating up my money. I want my money back. What happens then? These are terrible games that we're playing, y'all. Terrible games. We got some of them over here pretending to be pregnant to get money for whatever reason. Then we got others that are making lists. So, men, I will make the first sign. What should it say? Stop, no, get away, evil. What should the first sign say? What do y'all want that first red flag to be? We got to make some flags because I don't want any one of y'all to get caught up with this type of woman. This is crazy. I don't want y'all to get caught up with this type of woman, but I do want y'all to understand that there are different women out there. Not all women are like this. This is very true. They just the bad ones just happen to be on TikTok and don't mind showing themselves on TikTok, which would make me think that it's all fake. If y'all have not experienced something like this, then it probably will never happen. I can't imagine a woman looking at a man sincerely and be like, I'm not going into no Olive Garden or I'm not going into Cheesecake Factory. Take me back home. I don't believe that would happen. But if it does and it's a true story, y'all please let me know. But guess what? She just did you a favor because, you know what though? Mr. Martin said it did happen to him. He said the woman did say she ain't going to Cheesecake Factory. He took her home. So it has happened. What do you do? Y'all, again, this has got to be a referral based business. If I know of some nice women, I will tell you guys about them. But if I meet a woman and I know nothing about her and I don't know her to be a good woman, I ain't gonna tell you she is a good woman. And it's vice versa. Because there's too many terrible things that are going on that we're getting ourselves into. And then we're ruining good men and women for no reason. We need to let the crazy stay together. And the ones that are sincere and want more out of life, want a relationship, they should be able to be together. SB, leave her in the parking lot and go eat. I'll be, I bet she'll join you. Listen, you know she will. They're going to join you all. I just don't think it's real, y'all. Do y'all really think it's real? I don't. This can't be real. It makes me question everything we did as young. Miss M, does it make you question everything you did as a young woman as far as dating? Lady D, does it make you question your dating history? Like when you were younger and you went on a date with your boyfriend or your husband, whoever it was, and y'all went to Red Lobster been around for a long time. You may have went to Red Lobster. I went to Godfather's Pizza. I went to Daryl's. And if y'all don't know Daryl's, then forgive me, but we would go anywhere. I don't recall going to McDonald's or nothing like that for a date though. Sincerely, we didn't do that. Where else did we go? Daryl's is the only thing that is coming up because Daryl had 10-cent wings, y'all. Daryl had drinks. And we used to everybody just met there, had a good time. That's where you went on a date. It was a nice restaurant. Y'all don't get me wrong. It was a nice restaurant, but it wasn't about the money. It was more like a hangout spot where you could eat, talk, have fun, but you felt comfortable because not only were you and your man there, you might run into your girlfriend and her man. Y'all didn't come together or some other people that you knew. Everybody was there. That was the hangout. You had a good time. You were building relationships. You got to see him and his friends interact. He got to see you and your friends interact. There was just no pressure. Everybody enjoyed themselves. But now, can you imagine the pressure going into a restaurant, going into Gordon Ramsay's, and you waiting on a man, waiting on that bill, that tab to come, $500. You can't even take enough cash with you. You better have a credit card, American Express or something, because who does that? Who does that? I don't believe it either. Miss M, I don't believe it. I think it's fake. I don't believe that. It's not good to add that lie. Ideas manifest. Listen, I think I don't know. I don't know what to tell these young folks. I would love to have people married, of course. Y'all know that. I've been saying that for a long time. But I'm honestly telling y'all, the way that society is now grooming individuals to think, it's like a huge divide. Men are thinking one way and women are thinking another, and y'all not thinking along the same line at all. If a man asks a woman on a date, it should be to get to know her as a person, to become closer to her. It should have nothing to do with how much food she wants or how much he can spend on that food. No, I know what I was about black back then. I had worldly fun. Yeah, I mean, we did. We were very carnal, but we didn't care. Did you really care about how much money your boyfriend spent on you at a date? Would you really tell him you ain't taking me there? Y'all don't know how many soul food joints we went to. I mean, y'all just don't even know. I just don't believe in spending money like that. I actually wouldn't be impressed. I would be like, hey, this is a bad decision. What are you doing? Then guess what? Next week or next month, you ain't got enough money to pay your rent. The first of the month is coming. You have no mortgage and you don't have enough to pay your rent. Who does? I mean, is that how young people really live? Yes, they do. But isn't it time out for that? SB Anissa Glass and someone in your chat will be getting married before the end of the year. Haha. Anissa Glass and someone in your chat. I know Section 8 is going to get married. What you mean? Anissa getting married to someone else? Or who is Anissa getting married to? Y'all tell me the secret. Y'all know this ain't nothing but lovers laying over here. Don't be holding back. If you come over here, you probably going to get married, been married, want to be married. Nowadays, even fast food is a restaurant price. Fifi. Hey, Shannon. Hello, sir. How are you? It's good to see you. It is so good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And I love that message. Y'all get them likes up. Shannon, have you seen the list of places that you cannot take your woman on the first date? Are you laughing at these ladies? I am. I'm going to laugh for you. Tisha says she wants a $500 meal. And she doesn't even have $50 in her bank account. She spent her last on her hair and outfit. Y'all, I think sometimes they be hustling a little bit though. You know, kind of like, y'all know what I'm talking about. They be going in the store stealing stuff. Y'all know that. Then selling it to get money, because I heard a girl the other day not tell me, but she said that her hair was $2,000 a month. The hair alone, not the actual style, but her hair alone was $2,000 a month. Anissa, why you got your hands up in the air? You know they trying to say you're going to get married. Who you getting married to, Anissa? Shannon, the audacity. Shannon, you just don't know. It's been going crazy. This list, you can't go to the Olive Garden, you can't go to Red Lobster. Oh my goodness. It can't go nowhere. Can't go to the Cheesecake Factory. We need to figure out who these ladies are. I'm protesting. I'm going to be the first one out there, y'all. They're going to get madder at me because I'm going to be like, we protesting ladies now. The ladies who think that they too good to go to Cheesecake Factory. I'm protesting with the men against you guys. Don't talk to us. We don't even want to see your faces. Don't act like you want to go on a date. Get off of no, you stay online. I'm going to get off online. You stay up there so we can see who you are, because we're not fooling with you guys no more. Y'all crazy. Anissa and I are not compatible. Trey and Anissa, y'all probably could be, Trey. Why not? Why not, Trey? What's wrong with y'all? Not, y'all could figure that out. Trey, you supposed to be getting married to somebody. That would be nice. Probably can't go to Jazz in the Garden or Funk Fest, where they say no sporting events. But Section 8, I love park dates. What would be wrong with that? No pressure during the day. You have an opportunity to get to know each other. But you know what? She'd probably be at the time, oh, it's bugs. Something like that. Can't have fun with that. Sometimes they're just too pretty. They're just too pretty. Can't do nothing with them. Listen, I'm going to find y'all some good women somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to get them from, but I'm going to find them somewhere. That women that really want to get to know good men. And I'm going to bring them here and I'm going to put them in my comments. Say, no, I'm not. I'm going to bring him right here to my studio and I'm going to let him sit right beside me. And I'm going to be like, what y'all think? Yeah, how y'all going to like that? These are going to be regular women. Legendary Lena Pearl. Miss Lena, how are you? It is so good to see you. Passport won't help. Women are women worldwide. Lena, I say that all the time. It's good to see you, though. Lena, now you're late to the party. I can't say that. You just come in the comment section. That don't mean you hadn't already been here. There was a list that went out. And in that list, Lena, there was a group of restaurants and places and things that you should not do, that ladies felt like you should not do for a first date for men. One of them was a Cheesecake Factory, and it was an Olive Garden. There was Red Lobster, no sporting events. So you couldn't go to a Colorado Deion Sanders prime football game. You couldn't be a buff. Really? I would love to be a buff on the first date. What is wrong with y'all? Anyway, it said a whole lot of stuff that you could not do. Now, Miss Lena, you are, I think, of age. Don't it make you feel like you kind of settled or something? Because back then I would go to the car wash on a date. Me and my man went to car wash. We went to the park. We went to Daryl's restaurant, got 10-cent wings, margaritas. We had a good time. We got to know each other. It was an organic relationship. It was just a fly situation. But these ladies right here now making me feel like, hey, I just kind of settled. What is wrong? What do you think about this? Lumen Ebony, hello. How is everything? I hope you're doing good. But Miss Pearl, Lena, what you think about this? These ladies are just, I mean, really. I'm telling you, y'all, they make me feel like y'all just settle for everything back in the day. But guess what? I have a husband. Like I said, y'all, if I didn't live and if I my life wasn't real to me right now, and I know how I get back and forth, I know how I sleep at night, I know how much money in my bank account. If I didn't know all these things, I would think I was losing out on something because these ladies, they trying to go to Gordon Ramsay on the first day. Y'all already know Gordon has got to be at least three to $500 per setting. It has to be. And it all depends on what they want. Then you got this other girl. Y'all seen the other girl. The man invited her out to drink. She went and ordered 48 oysters. 48. Now, I don't eat oysters. I don't know. I don't know if it was very expensive. It could have been oyster night. But again, he wasn't good enough for conversation with her. She had to go concentrate on the oysters. Did y'all hear her slurping? It was nasty. Was the nastiest thing, but she did it. My point is, are we losing our mind? Trey, the head, the head. Listen, I don't know what's going on. Miss M. Oh, you talking to Miss M. Liking head rubs from women is suspect. What? What? I rub my man's head all the time, y'all. So I don't know how that's suspect at all. But that's my man, though. So you got to put it all in perspective. But so, Lena, what do you think about that? Lena, did you when you were in your dating phase, or even now, were you a very particular woman and had to go to a certain place on a first date before you felt like that man was worthy of your time? Dr. Still says slurp times 12 times 4. Man leaving her at the restaurant. He did leave too, didn't he? It was so nasty. But the fact why would she order 48 oysters when he took her out for drinks? And it seems like they didn't have any conversation. I think she did say she didn't care for him though. But what's wrong with being nice to people, y'all? Why y'all can't be nice to each other? I'm not talking about y'all, but why can't we be nice to each other? SB, those are the women we keep that rub our heads. I hope you do. I hope you keep them. But I'm just saying though, listen, for a woman to recognize a man with a bald head might like to have his head rubbed is a woman that you want to keep around. But a woman that's slurping up 48 oysters in your face, I don't think that would be a woman that you need to keep around. But I don't think that she's aware that she might be a little off. We're talking about dating. When you go on a date, y'all, the purpose of a date is supposed to be, I thought, to be introduced to a new person, to see if you and that person have anything in common, see if he can make you laugh, see if you can make him laugh, see if you're compatible. And see, Trey and Anissa, I don't think y'all been on that first date yet, but Trey, you've already said that y'all have nothing in common. T-Shaw says, SB, have you seen the weddings these days? The wedding costs are outrageous. Okay, see, look, okay, T-Shaw, I'm putting my foot down now because I'm hearing something I don't like right now. Okay, Trey, you the man keeper. T-Shaw is telling me that the cost of weddings now is outrageous. These people are mostly over 30 that are getting married. Are you saying that the dads are paying for the weddings or are the grooms paying for the weddings? Trey, who's paying for these weddings? T-Shaw, who's paying for these weddings? I would love to know. Now, if you got a man that has a lot of income and he wants you to have a good wedding or a big wedding or whatever, I don't see anything wrong with that. But we need to agree on it. It don't need to be, I'm crying if I can't have, 10 walls of flowers. And, we need to agree on that. But if it's going overboard, somebody needs to say, stop. Section 8 says, T-Shaw, the courthouse weddings last longer. Section 8, I went to the courthouse. I surely did. Fifi, the couples are paying for it, so everybody's in agreement. I'm understanding. Okay. Well, if they're in agreement, T-Shaw, we can't talk about it much. The dads are not paying for these weddings. Okay, so these men are setting themselves up. Y'all going into a marriage with $40,000, $50,000 in debt from a wedding will stress a marriage out. You think you're sexless now, you're going to be sexless. You won't get none, I promise you. You won't. Men, y'all better listen to me. Any type of emotional issue that you allow to come into your marriage will keep you from having sex. Women are emotional, and if something's happening, they're not secure and they're not stable in their environment, they will cut the sex off. It's not that they don't like you. It's not that they don't even love you. It's not even that they don't want to have sex. It's just that they can't find their way when they're not stable and they're not secure. When you don't have any money and you are negative 50,000 because of a wedding and you got a foreclosed notice on your door, she will not give you any sex. Women have trouble sexing their way through problems. Just thought I'd tell you. So think about this, y'all. Think about it. We talk about sexless marriages all the time, but we never want to get to the root of these sexless marriages. We just want to she, or he. We never want to talk about it. Yes, and y'all are missing each other completely. She's telling you or he's telling you what he's lacking, but you ain't hear him. You're being dismissive. Don't be dismissive. Go back to the problem. The problem was that $40,000 wedding we have that's on that credit card that we now can no longer pay. And now the woman is feeling very insecure. Remember, months ago, probably even a year ago, I told y'all there was two things that a woman really needs. There's other things, God says and commands a man God commands a man to love his wife. This is true. But on top of that, or within that, there are two things that women really need to be good women, good wives, to be at their best: security and stability within their environment. If a woman is feeling secure from her security from her husband, meaning she know that man ain't going nowhere. She know he ain't abandoning her. He's not abandoning her. He's not going anywhere. He ain't leaving. And she has security from him. She's secure in the environment and she's secure in her environment, meaning she's stable in her environment. That woman will do everything that needs to be done as a wife. I promise you. SB, I spent $50,000 on a wedding. My ex would go crazy. This might be all right. SB, I spent $50,000 on a wedding. All right. You go ahead. I'm telling you, sexless marriage is where you're going. 40,000. She better be a virgin. Ain't no way I'm paying 40,000 for leftovers. Look, you don't need to look. I hope and pray, Trey, that you wouldn't be calling the woman that you asked to marry you a leftover, even if she was left over. I hope that you see something in her that's a little bit better than a leftover. I don't know, but I hope that you don't call her a leftover. If you saw her differently, she probably would be different. If you saw her as a leftover, she might give you leftovers. I don't know. It's just all in the way we do things. But T-Shaw says they are not always in agreement. I know women who demanded a certain kind of wedding and wouldn't settle for less. If it's a mutual agreement and you can afford it, I am okay with it. Me too. But if I got to argue with you before I marry you, I don't think we need to be getting married, y'all. Come on, y'all, stop it. Y'all stop ruining the institution of marriage. Then you're going to blame it on the marriage. It ain't the marriage, it's y'all. Like I said, create some debt that you didn't have, bring it into a marriage, lose your job, get hurt, any of these things that could possibly happen, just in case y'all didn't know. Things can happen, and they typically do in marriage. Something catastrophic could happen where the money is not coming in or flowing in the way it should. Anything can happen that can stress out a relationship. When a marriage is stressed or when a relationship is stressed, sex is the first thing that falls apart for a woman. Men can sex their way through it, but a woman without security and stability will find it hard to do. This is a major reason why we have sexless marriages. But nobody really, really wants to talk about it. We want to dismiss each other. We want to blame each other. We want to say, well, God said is you, no matter what, you're supposed to do this and do that. Yeah, he did say that. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. The Bible said that, and God, then you can flip it on him. God said you're supposed to do this and this and this, no matter what, too. You're supposed to offer me security and stability, love and patience and kindness. You ain't supposed to be in here getting puffed up at me, lying, all of that. None of that's supposed to happen. Where are you in that? So see how we do? We tit for tat instead of getting to the problem. The problem is we brought $40,000 worth of marital debt inside this marriage, and now we don't have the money for it. We got a foreclosure notice, and now my husband, he don't know what to do, and I don't know what to do either. And all you want to do is have sex. All you want to do is have sex. That's the same. That's what women. Okay, I'm telling y'all. Try your best to have a stress-free relationship with your husband, with your spouse. Don't bring things into your marriage. Try to keep things out of your marriage. If you don't need to have listen, I told y'all starting out, food and entertainment are two things that I stress completely out about when it comes to spending money. I never want to spend money on food and entertainment. I absolutely don't. I don't. I'd be like, no, I don't. But Mr. Boss was like, hey, look, we have to do things sometime. And I'd be like, yeah, you're right. But a $30,000 wedding, a $40,000, whatever, Tisha, I don't know how much the weddings are being, I don't know how much they're charging for them now. I don't know how large they need to be, but I know what you're talking about because I do see them on TikTok and on Instagram, and they're beautiful. I mean, they be having like 8 to 10 bridesmaids and groom, whatever you call it, grooms and all that. They have not grooms, but his men also. Groomsmen. They have all that. They have big old wedding parties. Mama be having on a white long dress too. Bridesmaids be having all this stuff. They have these huge venues, and it has to be at least $20 to $30, $40,000 in preparation or to pull off this wedding. Y'all already know real flowers are very expensive. So you got to have all that too. I know a young lady who's a huge YouTuber. Her and her spouse are a huge YouTuber. And just to rent out the Biltmore grounds, y'all, the grounds, not the inside of the building, the grounds was $80,000. Just to have the wedding outside on the green grass, y'all, was $80,000. And guess what happened? It rained. It rained. But they had to already have done that. It rained, y'all. They had to postpone the wedding a couple of hours. And then about 2 hours later, they were able to go ahead and have the wedding on the green. But y'all, it was $80,000. Now, of course, for them, they made it a business venture because they were able to, I'm sure YouTube paid for it. When I mean by YouTube paid for it, I mean the work that they put into it and the money they probably got off of it. And they did a magazine cover. They did so much to get that wedding out and done. It probably paid for itself. But I'm telling you, the Biltmore itself, the green grass from the Biltmore was $80,000 to have that wedding on that green grass. And then, of course, they had the hotel, which was an additional cost and all of that. But I just thought, I was like, this has got to be at least $150,000 wedding. And to my life, they still married too. They're young people. They're still, I should say young, 30s, almost 40s, 30, no, 30, yeah, 30, almost 40. They're a good couple. I think they have a very, very good relationship, but they are YouTubers. They spent over $150,000 on a wedding, and I'm sure they're making money to pay for it. But it was just like, wow, I don't think that big, y'all. My thoughts are not that big. Ooh, if you marry a man that can afford expensive weddings, that's great. But no woman should put that kind of pressure on a man that can't afford it. I don't even know how they think like that, Tisha. What I mean, is all these thoughts really coming from Instagram? We need to put some parameters on our Instagram then, because I'm telling you, $80,000 was the cost of the Biltmore grass. 80,000. Bra, I'm done with the manufactured beauty. Kim K is promoting a bra with a built-in nipples. Extra. What are you? Stop it, Trey. Oh God. Says Edgy, she's probably had that mindset long before the engagement and wedding. I don't know, but I don't think that's way. I don't know if it's because I'm an older woman, but things were just different when we were younger, like I said. But to have a wedding that's over $150,000 just for other people, because they didn't get that in gifts. That nobody give them. I would have rather kept the money, bought me a house, probably some sort of a rental house or some sort of investment. $150,000 is not that much when it comes to investing in a house, but it's a lot when it comes to giving it away for other people and it lasting only one night and then some pictures, y'all. Some pictures. That's it. All I got is some pictures. Oh, jeez, I couldn't do it. But y'all, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. That's what we do. So the point of all of this is this. Men, I am ready to do the picketing for you guys. I think y'all should put your foot down. And any woman that you ask on a date, you tell her you taking her a certain place and she says no, let that be a red flag to you that this is probably not the woman that you want to date, right? Unless you just having a good time and whatever. But if you're dating someone with intentions, make your intentions be to get to know who she is. And if that's not the very first sign of who a person is, then you are definitely walking around here with your eyes closed and you're probably going to get what you get. So SB on the picket lines is hilarious. I got y'all. Listen, this is terrible right here, Trey. This is outrageous to not to want to go to the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, that's my I can't do it. T-Shaw with me. Well, T-Shaw didn't say she was gonna be out there with me. T-Shaw, you with me? But listen, guys, I gotta let y'all know this. Listen, it's been fun. I just couldn't get over this list. Y'all probably knew about the list way before me, but I want to know who's following this list, though. I really do. But either way, we ain't worried about them. But on Monday night, y'all know where to find SB. Hardly initiated. It's me, SB. I'm gonna be there live in the studio, y'all. 8 p.m. Eastern. I need you all to come and join me. Now, listen, I need y'all to tell everybody because I want this the highest amount of people in the audience, the comment section. I need them to do, y'all be some super chats, whatever. Y'all want SB Nation to be that's all I want them to know is SB Nation, that comment section. So y'all need to put SB Nation all over that comment section all night long because they need to know that y'all are here. Y'all are representing. It's an outstanding group over there. You got Tayshawn and Ryan, and we're going to have a good show. There's going to be another young lady on there with me. Her name is Anita. And I don't know Anita. She does not have a YouTube channel. She is on Instagram, and I don't know her Instagram page. I don't know the name of it, the official name of it, but her name is Anita. And we are going to be on there, and we're going to be talking about some game I see. I don't really know. I mean, I hope they have some good questions for us or what have you, but I need y'all there. I need y'all to share this with everybody, your mama, your grandma, the neighbor lady, people down the street, people at the schoolhouse. Tell them this to tune in so we can get large numbers. SB, the sisterhood about to come for you and kidnap you, duct tape, and everything. Really? Tell them SB carry weapons. So if all they got is duct tape, they in trouble. Nice chatting with you too, Miss M. Miss M. Monday night, I want to see Miss M in the comment section. Lady D. Lady D, I don't typically take you anywhere with me, but Lady D, I want you over on Hardly Initiated on Monday night. Lady D, this is an invitation just for you. Don't you get over there and show out. But I want you over there, Lady D. Come with us on Monday night to Hardly Initiated. Show is at 8 p.m. Eastern. I want all you guys to be there, y'all. I know y'all gonna be there, but have a good weekend, and I will see y'all on Monday night. Thank you. Peace, y'all. I know I'm gonna see you there.
You screaming stay, please don't go. Don't think it's in me to listen to flow. It's so different with distance we roam into zones where nothing get heard anymore. I just wish I was home when I step through front door, but instead I'm alone and completely unsure. And even though you're screaming out with the best of intentions, I don't get it. Why do you always gotta ask me to stay? Why you always gotta go? Playing house, this ain't a home with your soul on the road. Why you always gotta go? Playing house, this ain't a home with your soul on the road. See, I've been lost in my thoughts, and my thoughts they too scared to usher off. Sorry, Ma, I just thought you were my world. Now you're not. And I'm just sitting, smoking, sloping in a daze, cause my days ain't been the same since I drove your away. I remember the way you wrote letters in blue ink. You and me was in love. What your crew think? I know your mom's probably think I'm a bastard. Your pops probably want to beat my death and take a in my casket. But I got sick of fighting, bickering, fussing over nothing, cussing. Instead of watching the death of discussions that we once had, days that we once spent in the backseat of our cars reading poets at sunset. It's funny how love can fall out the foreground, get pushed into the back of your mind. We used to twist his lip and laugh and relax. Are you crying? And I'm trying to find the reasons, so I ask, does forever ever happen? Or is it always fade to black? I can't stay. Oh, I always gotta go. Laying house to stay home with my soul on the road. I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Laying house to stay home with my soul on the road.